Hey guys, this is Alex again for another episode of Unboxed. So let's see, it's Friday the 13th. You know what's coming out today? It's this game right here. It's Resident Evil 5 for the Xbox 360 and PS3. This is the Xbox 360 Collector's Edition. We'll be opening that. And I'm also going to show you guys give you guys a closer look for this laser cell that I got with Resident Evil 5. And also, there's another game that came out this week that if you're not a Wii owner, you probably have not heard of this game, or you probably heard of it a little bit more, but a lot of Wii owners have been looking forward to it. It's this game, which is Madworld and stuff. And for today, what I'm going to use to open all this crap is basically the end of this headphone jack. So let's do it. Okay, so let's open this thing up. So let me show you this laser cell first. As you can see, like it says limited edition laser cell. You basically get this when you get Resident Evil 5 and all that. I still have my Resident Evil 4 laser cell as well, and I'll show you guys some other time and all that. But okay, so let's open this sucker up. Already poked a hole using this. It's pretty loose. So Resident Evil 5 is basically made by Jun Takeuchi. He basically worked on the previous Resident Evil games and stuff. Not sure like how much of an involvement he had with Resident Evil 4, but this is basically like the first time he's kind of taken over the series and stuff. Because as you may know, Shin Megami actually directed the fourth one. So this is the Resident Evil 5 Collector's Edition metal case. It's actually really cool. It's kind of like really shiny and stuff like that, if you notice. And let me show you the back. Right there. So let's open this up. Let me just clean this off real quick. So if you can see, there's the promotion for their Dark Void video game. There's the game disc right there, and then there's a bonus disc underneath also. We'll check out the stuff underneath that in like shortly and stuff. So this is how you do packaging for multiple discs. You don't stack them on top of each other. Okay. So there's that. And if you kind of look here, you can see like Kijuju like repeated over and over. You're probably seeing also our camera guy too, Garen. So, but if you can imagine that's Kijuju. So let's open this part up because it'll be interesting. So there's Dark Void, a game. Here's a 48-hour gold subscription, which would not make sense. And here's the manual. So let me show you guys what's behind there. Ooh, creepy. So, alright, let me show you guys the manual this time. So, of course it's colored, no surprise there. I mean, really, do we really need to assume that this is not colored? Resident Evil 5 is the very first game from the main timeline that actually has multiplayer and stuff. I'm not counting Outbreak or any of those games and all that stuff. This is technically, if you want to be technical, this is technically Resident Evil 6 because Resident Evil Code Veronica was never considered as a main part of the main storyline and stuff, which is kind of sad. I'm just not going to put these in there. Okay, that's nice that I have a 48-hour gold subscription. Yeah, so there's the lithograph. There's other stuff too in here. There's this really tiny figure of Chris Redfield. He's almost as big as the Crimson Viper figure from Resident Evil 4. It's just, yeah, at least Crimson Viper won't be lonely. And then here's a BSAA patch, Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance patch. This is basically the organization that Chris Redfield is working with in this game. And Shiva, the female protagonist, is also part of the group. She's like, you know, I think for like in the African branch or something like that. And then the last one is basically this. And let me just open this up real quickly here. It's basically... Okay, this is not turning out to be very impressive. This is basically a kind of like a man bag type thing where it has Tricell, which are allegedly like the antagonists of this game, but we all know who's behind all this. We're pretty sure. So there's that. And that's Resident Evil 5. There's nothing else in the box. Oh, wait. We have this, which is basically a, looks like Africa. And it's just really, really tiny. So let's open that up. I almost missed this because, like, I looked at the box and it's like, oh, there's nothing there. So, yeah, it looks like Africa. Just scratched up and all that stuff. So, that's cool. So that's all of the swag in the Resident Evil Collector's Edition. So you guys aren't missing anything, you know, you guys aren't missing out on anything. So there you have it. Alright, so now we're going to open up Madworld for the Wii. This basically came out on March 10th, this week, and here's some information about it. So, if you guys may or may not know, this is actually developed by a studio formerly known as Clover. These are guys basically responsible for Okami, and some of the guys who consist of the company include Hideki Kamiya, who basically created the Devil May Cry series, and Shinji Mikami, who basically created the Resident Evil series. So I find it really funny that this game was released on the same week as a Resident Evil game, because Shinji Mikami obviously runs the company. So here's the front. And then here's the back. Now, in case you guys are wondering about the back of like the Resident Evil 5 box, there's nothing really special on it. So, alright, so here's the Madworld disc right here. It's a very simple like DVD case. And let's look at the manual. So, should I really expect this to be in color? I mean, the entire game is black and white, so... what's interesting about this game is the fact that the game is actually written by Yasumi Matsuda, who basically is responsible for Final Fantasy XII, Final Fantasy XII, the Ogre Battle series, Vagrant Story, and Final Fantasy Tactics. So he actually wrote the story for this game. So, and the only other thing here is basically the teaser for the Conduit, which is basically made by High Voltage Software. This is allegedly like what's going to make the Wii graphics shine and stuff like that. So it's coming out in spring. But yeah, I mean, as underwhelming as it is, that's basically like the Madworld box and stuff like that. But I'm definitely looking forward to this game, and of course Resident Evil 5. So I've heard a lot of hype about this game, and hopefully like it definitely delivers and stuff. One quick thing about this game: the plot is very similar to Smash TV. It's all about like kind of like a game show that basically, you know, kind of forces you to kind of kill people and stuff like that in violent ways and all that. But of course, it's kind of, you know, varied and all that stuff. And what's cool is also multiplayer, just like Smash TV. So, and I think that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna show you guys like Resident Evil 4 like next week and what I did with my version. Mine's a little bit different, kind of like Shin Megami Tensei. And of course, I'm looking forward to hearing your opinions and thoughts about all these things, like on the comments, and we'll see you guys later.